Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amang Muhammad Firdaus. My registration number is 18B1015. And today I will be sharing my experience during COP or Community Outreach Program. I was attached to Green Depot, which is a subsidiary of Green Brunei. Green Depot is a social enterprise which is located at Jalan Panglima, Kuala Belait. Green Depot is a recycling facility where people can earn and save money. Other than recycling, this enterprise also comes up with various projects. Green Depot was founded in December 2018 by Yang Muhammad Khairunisa binti Haji Amang Ash'ari. Next will be the milestone. Here I will be sharing what I did during the internship. First of the foremost is the training. The training was held during the first week of internship. The aim was to improve the skill of administration, from project planning to logistical as well as budgeting. This training also improved our interpersonal skill as well as being good at public speaking. At the end of the training, I have received a certificate that stated the completion of capacity training program. What was not included at this point is that we also have managed to do a mini project, in which is the cemetery cleanup at Kiangge. From there, I was the project leader, where I have dedicated certain people to do logistic work, to do the budgeting, and also the media, which is they also have to do the press release to Media Permata. Next is what I have done on the daily basis at the Green Depot. Usually, if there are no big project by Green Depot or YB, which is from Green Brunei Bandar, I tend to do administrative work, such as doing official letters, dealing with customers, dealing with other organization for quotation. This quotation include like banners and also logistic stuff for upcoming projects. And also sometimes we tend to cater schools that send the recyclables. For example, like school from secondary school of Saidina Ali, they tend to send in bulk of papers. I also tend to design various posters for different events, which can be seen on the right of the slide. And also we did do housekeeping at the office on a daily basis. Next will be the project that have accomplished by Green Depot. These are the big projects that was assigned by Green Depots, except for the beach cleanup. One of it is the recycling drive, in which we have opened up the tent or stall at Lorong Tiga Syria for the locals to send their items to be recycled. We also do donation drive twice for the weekend thrift market. Weekend thrift market is a place where we sell pre-loved item at $1, and then the sales will be given, part of it will be given to the charities such as underfunded organizations as well as underprivileged family. And I think we did is the beach cleanup. Beach cleanup is a project by UBD students. Her name is Nurul Ain, She did come up with the project, and then we agreed to take the project together and delegated tasks among us. Another thing, another project that has been accomplished by Green Depot is the donations, and lastly is the school talk, in which we go to the different school to give a talk about the Green Depot, and then the main agenda of the talk is the cleanliness and what can we do to reduce the amount of waste. And lastly is the events under Yang Muhammad Khairunisa and Green Brunei. These are the events that are being run by them. First of all is the talk regarding Wawasan 2035 at Prime Minister Office. The second is the talk given by DARE, in which they introduce themselves, what they can do to the young entrepreneurs. The third one is the fire marshal training. Basically, this one taught us on how to react during the crisis. And lastly, the biggest project is held by Yang Muhammad Khairunisa, which is the school trip to Telaga Surya, Brunei. This project is the collaboration between Green Brunei and Mitsubishi, whereby the Green Brunei will be having their internship from Bandar, from the Green Brunei, as well as from our side, the Green Depot, to be a liaison officer to look after the students from various institutions, so that they can have a safe and sound school trip to the TSB. Other than being a liaison officer, we also did to make various quotations like insurance, like refreshments, as well as talk to their parents. This is why the project is big, because we have to talk various parents as well as teachers from various schools. We negotiated them so that the project will run smooth. The next I'm going to talk about is the achievement from this internship. Basically, in terms of administrative work, I have learned on how to do official letters, which is in Malay. Another thing is that I have learned on marketing, for instance, like designing posters, as well as certificates, and then posters for inviting volunteers and all that. I also have delegated the tasks like doing captions to invite the students, and also doing a formal caption to invite the IBT institutions for their students to join our part of on-call volunteers. And also, during this internship, we have thought of negotiating with the higher up with Terasul to make things more formalized and with manners. Okay, in terms of personal skills, I have gained increase in terms of interpersonal skills. This is because on the daily basis, I have dealing with customers, various types of customers, and also I have dealt with the Minister of Energy when I was appointed as liaison officer, talk with them, and then come up with the best strategy for the trip within the TSB to run as smooth as possible. And also I have thought of as a leadership skill. I have increased in leadership skills where I have appointed various events such as cleaning up the cemeteries, one of it, and then the beach cleanup. I was the main MC, and then I was lead the half of the group to our side, and the beach cleanup went smooth and sound. And lastly, in terms of personal skill, I have gained is the communication skill, which is a very very important part, because without communication skill, leadership skill will not be as great as it would be. Because if we tend to lose communication, our project tend to fail at the first place. So communication is the integral part of any kind of project. Lastly, in terms of achievement is the certificate. There are 5 certificates I have received during this COP. One of it is the certificate of completion during capacity training program. Another thing is the certified fire marshal by Brunei Fire and Rescue Department. The third one is the certificate of appreciation for active contribution under environmental education to a project to Tenaga Surya Brunei. The fourth one is the certificate of completion doing COP under Green Brunei. And lastly is the personal certificate of completion doing COP under Green Depot. Thank you for listening.